January 8th, daily intention is recognizing themes. Today, I am taking a look at the patterns in my life and recognizing kind of the things that keep popping up that get me mad, that get me riled up and get me upset. And I think it was Bruce Lipton. I'll put a link in the comments below with some of his stuff so you can kind of go deeper. But it was really about how in childhood we're in program mode and we're learning all this stuff and we're soaking it up. And then in adulthood, we're just replaying those same things over and over and over again. And our emotions are what tell us when those patterns and those habits that we're in are no longer in synchronization, like they're no longer in the same belief as what we have in our heart. And so, for example, if I'm really upset that nobody cares, that nobody loves me, that nobody, just anytime you use that generalization, nobody, everybody, all the things, that's when you're recognizing that there's a pattern that you are not vibing with anymore, and or maybe not anymore, but just in general, underneath that there is more to this. There is more than what you're telling yourself in your mind. And so, yeah, he said something about how, the mind is always trying to find situations to help us get back to those patterns, to help us get back to living in the reality that we have ingrained in our brain. Like our mind really loves those patterns, those habits, those things that we're stuck in. And so it's all about having to rewire those patterns so that we're not stuck in them anymore. And he said how to do that is to you can either go through shock. Somebody who has a really bad near-death experience from drinking and driving probably doesn't want to drink anymore. The other one is repetitive habit forming stuff, which is where all the cognitive behavioral therapy and my intentions and there's so many things, so many different ways, EFT, tapping, hypnosis, all that kind of stuff is in there. I think hypnosis actually is the third thing. But yeah, so you can do it through repetition, shock, or through hypnosis and having someone put you into that state of mind that you are in when you're a child and kind of rewire things from there. And so today I just am recognizing some of the patterns in my life, some of the things that I generalize about, everybody does this or everybody does that. And so today's a day about recognizing those patterns and those themes and trying to find ways to consciously do repetition and confirmation for myself to get myself out of those habits. Or because, I don't want to have to shock myself out of it because that usually sucks.